Akwo Ntuba, the Chief Editor of Health and Development Magazine, and we are at the Jojo Brown Convention Center as part of the Rotary International 2022 Convention. And with me is?
Ginger Shankar.
Shaka, you did a great session presentation this morning. What were you emphasizing? What were you talking about?
So I was emphasizing the power of women heroes around the world, all over the world, from Minnesota to Pakistan to Ukraine, just the power of women, and how exciting to be here to talk about that.
The power of women.
Yes.
There are lots of issues which have to do with diversity, inclusion, and all of that. And you started by talking about the natives, in your speech and presentation. Why did you come from that angle? Are you Indian?
I'm Indian from India, so I'm also a visitor here. So it was important to acknowledge the land that we're on, because we're all guests here and we're all visitors, and we've had our indigenous folks here taking care of the land a lot before we got here.
That's wonderful. So what are some of the challenges that you've had as a lady, as a girl, to get to this stage that you think should not be there and could be eradicated if you could speak to the policymakers and the authorities that be?
I think the biggest difficulties specifically in the U.S. are indigenous and black rights. I think folks are constantly, like police violence, state violence. So I think that's the most important thing, and all these voices need to be heard. So I'm excited to be here, but hopefully we hear more of these voices here as well.
You sang obviously after your speaking. What is the importance of music to cultures, to people, to communities, even to Rotary?
I think everybody starts out of the womb singing. Everybody knows how to make a sound. I think that's the most universal thing. Everyone can make a sound. I mean, obviously some people can't, but I think that is a good way to just unite folks through music, through arts. You see so many artists making so many beautiful statements through their film and their music, so we're just adding to those voices.
What is the particular message in the music you brought today?
I think the idea that all of our voices are important. We had my bandmate from French Gin, he's Mohawk and Mexican. I'm Indian. We have our bandmate who is also from Iowa and from Himal Pradesh. So the idea is that we can all do this together, and the importance of that.
Yeah, that's very nice. What are your impressions about Houston?
I love Houston, actually. A little humid. It feels like I'm in India right now, so a little humid. In California, it's not as humid. So.
Modi spoke and addressed the general session yesterday. What did you like about, or did you hear about his message?
I didn't listen to it, actually.
An Indian is at the outgoing president, Mehta Shaka, as they call him. What are your impressions about his leadership qualities and achievements?
I think it's exciting to have an Indian president. I'm also really excited that we have a woman president coming in for the first time. Like, how has there never been a woman president of the Rotary Club? And to hear like Sylvia Whitlock, who's the first Rotary member who sued the Supreme Court in 1987 to become a member, which is why we have women now. So very excited about Jennifer Jones.
So finally, you are excited about Jennifer Jones. What are your expectations about her? What do you expect her to achieve?
I think just seeing how many more voices are in this room, I'm excited to see her bring more diversity into these spaces. Just hearing the people that spoke today, Nadine, and all these incredible women from around the world. So I'm excited to see what voices come through.
Yeah, she's been a leader in chambers of commerce. She comes from Windsor, Canada area that is boundary with Detroit and related stuff. You think there is anything particular? Canada has a huge population of native Indians.
Yes.
So do you think she's going to bring anything particular to the table in that respect?
I really hope so, because there's so many indigenous battles going on in Canada right now with Trudeau. So much land, so many things. I mean, some of the biggest indigenous occupations are happening. So I'm really hoping that we're hearing more from that.
And finally, in 2, 3, 5 seconds, what do you say to the girls?
To the girls, everyone has a voice. Your voice is so important. So keep singing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.